In a world where power speaks louder than fear, few names carry as much weight as Ceratosaurus. Feared for its power and respected for its ferocity, it doesn't chase chaos, it becomes it. This is the story of the hunt. As fully grown Ceratos, we were looking for some action, and what's better place to find it than the one hotspot known for its constant chaos, South Plains. Right upon arrival, just as we expected, we spotted others already in battle. A Cerato locked in a combat with a Dibble. With our hunger creeping in, we were eager to get involved. We first decided to approach the lone Cerato, hoping to group up in order to increase our chances of survival. And once we managed to team up, we engaged immediately. Fortunately, thanks to our large numbers, we were able to take down the Dibble fast, turning it into a well-earned family dinner. But just as we started eating, another Cerato appeared, stealing bites without asking. But while we were trying to deal with that, a Stego emerged out of nowhere, heading straight for the carcass. It pushed us away, clearly intending to body cam the corpse, but with another Stego approaching us from the distance, we backed off. Though despite the clear intentions of the Stegos, one of us wasn't so eager to retreat, ending up paying the price for challenging the wrong foe. We came back later hoping to sneak in few bites, but the Stegos tried to push us again. But this time, the server's admins interfered, as herbivores in this server are not allowed to cam carcasses just to block carnivores from eating, saving us from the trouble while at the same time allowing us to eat in peace. Once full, we headed towards the lower part of the South Plains in order to avoid the Stego, while at the same time scouting for our next target. But the Stego followed, chasing us away once more. With Stegos occupying the South Plains, we were forced to move towards the Highlands. But right upon arrival to the Highlands J sector, we stumble upon a small surprise. A baby Dibbles. Despite the Dibbles being technically on our diet, we decided to not take them down, as they were too small to provide us any meaningful amount of food. Still, I made sure to give them a scare. But with them being a different species, we decided to leave them alone, giving them another shot at life. As we moved deeper into the Highlands, we heard Dibble's calls echoing across the lake. We moved carefully, scouting the terrain and counting their numbers before acting. But that's when I heard faint footsteps. I managed to ambush the Dilo, but without success. But that's when the Dibbles showed up. Unfortunately, my quick response led to a mistake, as I ended up taking a heavy fall damage. But luckily, there was a carcass right next to me, allowing me to heal up the damage I have taken. But peace didn't last, as while I was trying to heal, a Carno suddenly appeared. But while we were moving away, the Dibbles showed up again, following us and taunting us. But we were extremely hesitant, keeping our distance at first, as we were very uncertain of the possibility of beating them, especially with the Stego nearby. But once the Stego moved on, we engaged. I targeted the Dibble first, as it was the easiest prey to take down, providing us with a body buff. But I ended up taking heavy amount of damage for it. Thankfully, I was able to heal up during the fight from the body, allowing me to continue the fight. Just when I thought the lag is going to finish me off, the larger Dibble accidentally struck his friend, killing it. Now I was critically low. One more hit would have ended me. My packmates were no in better shape, so I became the distraction, buying time while they healed. Despite the odds, we made it. Victory was ours. While healing and recovering, we heard Herrera nearby. Still bleeding and weak, we took cover, afraid a surprise attack would end it all. Luckily, they moved on, and we returned to our meal to patch up. But while we were trying to recover, a Stego appeared, slowly approaching us. But with our early encounter with the Stego, we were extremely cautious, keeping our distance. But as we expected, the Stego was not friendly at all. After filling our stomach, we made our way towards the closest safe water source, as our water was running quite low. But that's when we ran into two Omnis. But as we were not interested in them, we just kept moving towards our destination. We reached the water at last. Rested, healed, and finally at ease. The chaos had passed, and for once, there was no threat on the horizon. But on this island, moments like these never last forever. Because on this island, peace is only temporary.